Good morning. I should be sleeping for another 3 hours or so, but I can't. Just can't. So, I thought I'd hop on for a little bit and set up some automated stuff. I'm going to set up at least an automated scrap producer, and maybe ooh, whoa, that was an unexpected sneeze. At least an automated scrap producer and maybe a bytes generator type thing. Definitely the scrap, because I've only got a couple hours before I need to head out for my day. Ooh. Ooh, laggy, what's going on? That's the first big lag spike I have experienced since I started playing this. So I started this automated scrap project in a stream that I made last night, and it was lost. I didn't finish. Oh, shoot. That was smooth. Does this even need to be here anymore? Yes, that's what connects my biology lab. I shouldn't have even come this way. I'm going to bury a cable there. I shouldn't have that there anyway. Jeez Louise. Why are those so loud if you bump into them? Alright. Let's do this base stuff here real quick. I don't think I need that there anymore, because that's just kind of an eyesore. All of these are kind of like an unneeded right now. Not just right now, ever again. They will never be needed again. I do want to bury a power extender here, though. Do I have more than one on me? I thought I saw one more in this base somewhere. But I am probably mistaken. Huh, no I'm not. No, that's a tether. Yeah, so I am mistaken. I need to make a power extender. How did that get all whopper jockeyed? That's a little better. Alright, I need to make a power extender. It's copper, and I happen to have one right there. So let's make a power extender. Now, let's set you there, set you there. Is that the only power plug-in on this thing? Pretty sure it is. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Get off. There we go. Alright, let's plug it in. I'm gonna have it run over here. Do I need this tether? Yeah, that's going off into the woods there. So that one stays. Let's turn off the wide mod. And let's just make a space to run some cable. What am I doing? The launch pad, it doesn't have power. Oh well, I'll just bring it out of the thing over here. Do it right there. All right. Boom. Boom. This should be enough. Yay. All right. Yay, it worked. Sometimes those can be finicky and it doesn't work and they fly all over the place when you try to bury them. But that one works. So now I've got a nice place here. Perfect. All right, so in the stream that I did previous, I did not have enough space to move everything to the North Pole where I'm going to build this base. So I needed to come back. I needed to build another medium rover, which is 2 plastics and a rubber. Am I right? Medium rover, 2 plastics and a rubber. Yay! Organic and a resin. There's a resin. There's an organic. Thank you very much. All right, so that'll be my one rubber. So this is a very small scrap producing system that I'm going to build. Whoops. And you do have to go and feed it soil every once in a while. But I'm going to use these soil canisters that hold 24. I mean, that's not a ton. I think this one will just be for a little while. There are other versions that I want to do that are much larger. 2 plastics and a rubber. I need a carbonate compound. I need 2 of each because I want to do 2 of them. 2 of them, and I'll take 2 carbons from over here. I'll take the second one from right there. All right, so there's 2 carbons. Let's just go ahead and let it make 2 of these. And then I'm going to print up a third medium rover. I'm done with the power extenders. Okay, let's move you forward a tad. And let's move all this junk out of the way. I'm going to shred this stuff soon. These are those canisters 3 or 4 days ago. I accidentally had the repeat button on when I wanted to make a canister. And it shot out like 20 of these things in like 5 seconds because they craft so quickly. And I kept clumsily clicking, trying to get it to stop, and by the time I actually hit stop, it had finished making all of these. But we'll clean those up here probably in this episode. There's a resin laying over here all by itself. If I can reach it, there we go. Bring you over here, just pop you on there. All right, so here's my third medium rover. All right, now we have a train. Here's another one. All right, let's move this stuff so that I can leave easily. put you over here like in this little nook right here. Boom. Yeah, I want to get rid of that soon. I'll shred that soon. Or I might use that. Actually, I know I need one of those for the larger scale automated scrap. Hey, I've got 2 rubber sitting over here that I didn't even see. Let's bring those over here where they're more visible on the this thing. I do want to build one of these VTOLs here. I need to make a silicone and a tungsten carbon. Whoops. What am I doing? Wrong thing. Silicone is methane. Do I have methane here? Forget what color methane is. I think it's... I don't want to guess. I'll sound dumb. What's this one? That's hydrogen. I know that. Let's keep one of those over here. Actually, let's go grab this empty... Let's go grab this empty silo down here. We'll use this at the chemistry lab for keeping ingredients in. Even the explodey ones. Hydrogen, oh, that's a hydrogen too. That's a hydrazine. Keep that there. This is nitrogen, and that's sulfur. Let's place those on it. Still not what I need. I need methane to make the silicone. And let's see. Methane is on Atrox and Novus. So I'm going to have to go to Novus here. I'm going to do all this in one thing. So I'm going to need this hydrazine because my rocket is totally empty. 0 launches. So we're going to load it up. Oops, nope, not into storage. Into the fuel, please. You know what, this is easier to do when it's not over there. 1, 2. I'm just going to load it up with 2 because I am going to build a VTOL. I don't even, is that how you pronounce it? How do you pronounce VTOL? VTOL. Pronounce the TOL as if you're saying tall. The VTOL. Okay, there we go. It's the VTOL. I'm going to make one of those. So I need to save these 2 hydrazine. Oh, I've got 3. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and maximum fill the rocket because I thought I only had 4 of them, but I had 5. So now we should have fill 100%. Yay! Yay! These are all going to get shredded soon. Okay, there's my large shredder. There's my large platform that I needed. I'm going to go through my list. I needed 2 large. The soil centrifuge is the thing that I ran out of room for, which is right here. So that now has a space. I needed to bring... How many RTGs I got? I got 1 RTG. Yeah, but I need the RTG to be on this here so that I can power the drill in the front so I can collect some soil while we do this. Don't need the organic. I'm going to pop a small canister on there just to collect, because So I think that's an extra space that I have. All right, let me look at my list. Let me look at my list. 2 large platforms, a soil source, which is there. 2... Let me go back to the picture. 1 medium platform. Is there a medium storage in here? 1 medium storage, 1 auto arm. I've got 2 RTGs. We've got a medium resource container and a medium platform. Okay, I think that's everything. I think that's everything. Let's take an oxygenator so that once I leave the base, when I come back to it for anything, I will have oxygen. So, I want to collect a little bit of soil, at least until it fills up. We're heading to the North Pole, and I decided to put my scrap producer at the North Pole. I'm going to put all my automated stuff at the North Pole eventually. I decided to do that because the North Pole is kind of like where all the fun stuff comes from. That's where all your treats come from. So that's how I'm viewing it. Alright, let's cut into this. Let's just go straight through here. Or fall in. I did not know that was a cave entrance. Spectacular, spectacular. Just great. God damn it. Okay. Alright, that was fun. I did not know that was there. Let's turn on the wide mod. No, I want to turn it on, not take it off. So dumb. I was paying attention too, but it came up so quick. I'm like, oops. Alright, can I back out of here? Let's just turn on my drill. Go forward. Not down. There we go. Come on. Come on. Go up. Face up. Face up. Face up. Face up. 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 There you go. Okay, let's head north. Why is it going down so much? I wasn't... It just wants to go down no matter what I do. Screw it. Let's go off. No, no, no. No, there we go. There we go. Why? I have some... There's something going on with either with my keyboard or something. Because I have hit C. I'm hitting C over and over and over again. Oh, now it's going by V? Alright. I swear to myself that it was C yesterday. No idea what that's all about. Heading north. Heading north. Heading north. Let's just go around. I like the Northern Lights. I don't remember seeing that in the game when I played over 2 years ago. Alright, I see the gateway on the radar. This is really... The controls for these, I think, changed a little bit since I played. I'm not... I wish you could have first-person view when driving these things. Or at least pulled back a little tiny bit. Ah. There's our destination, the North Pole Gateway. Alright. So once I get over here, I'm going to use an alignment mod for the very first time in my Astroneer career. And I have over 850 hours in this game. I never once used one. Alright, there we are. Oh, I forgot about the gateway music. I don't like the gateway music. Alright, let's turn that off. We collected a little bit of resin on the way here, I think. Let's get the narrow mod, or the alignment mod, I mean. Let's take off. Yeah, well, don't need that. Need to put the alignment mod on. Oh, I need one of those alignment blocks, don't I? Those use canisters of soil. Leveling block, that's what I need. Stop. Yeah, why didn't it fill the... It should fill the... it should use the full one automatically if you got one. Alright, so now we've got a leveling block. Yeah, nice. Okay, take that off of there. Thank you. Creates terrain that aligns to the voxel grid. So I use it. Oh, 10. Oh, I see. It's what it's probably going to do is like give me a flat surface. I've never, like I said, I've never used one of these. But you can see that it is right there with my gateway. Yep, that's exactly what I thought it would do. So that is my flat. Why isn't it letting me do it on top? Why can't I? I don't understand it then. I thought I understood it. I want to flatten from there. There we go. So weird. Alright, so yes, I know I'm out of power. Let's grab my cutie. And okay, that stays on there. Don't need the tethers right now. Don't need the hoverboard right now. I'm not exactly sure why I brought a button repeater. Set all this stuff down. Boom, boom, boom. That's a full canister of soil. That's a full canister of soil. Put that over there. Okay, let's head over. Jeez Louise, I can't stand that gateway music. Oh, I see. It prevents you from even doing anything else. It only goes flat. It will not let you even not go flat, even try to go. That's not what I wanted you to do. Why does it keep switching like that? All right. Yes, thank you. Running low on oxygen. Get some of the soil here. That's kind of cool, actually. How do you get it to stop? No, I want it horizontal to the ground, not... There we go. All right, this I think is plenty of room, but let's go ahead and finish it off. Let's connect it to this noisy ass gateway over here, who's got a 24/7 DJ ready to play gateway music if you step within 20 yards of the thing. It's like, hey, do you remember that you unlocked me? If you didn't remember, here's a really annoying loud song interruption. I'm not far enough away. I just want to get far enough away to not hear it. Sounds like we're back to normal music over here. Ooh, I'm suffocating. Why won't... Is there something I can press? That's going to build up. Oh, that screwed that up. Why won't it... Why does it keep tilting to the side? I won't... Holy crap. Oh my god, there's that horrible music again. I stepped right into its trap. Alright, there we go. That's fine. We'll move it out here. We're going to set it up over here. Alright, so I need the large... Let's just move everything up there so I don't have to keep coming back. Large soil centrifuge. Large shredder. My starter canister of soil. And all the little things. And the RTG. One of the RTGs. Okay, that should be everything I need. Alright, let's take... you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lower the music because I know I'm going to walk into that area multiple times. I cannot. It gives me goosebumps. I do not like it so much. The music that plays every time you approach an activated gateway. It's just annoying. Alright, so the first one... goes... Maybe I do need to hook those tethers up. See, I'm already more at peace. Do the tethers connect to the rover? Yes, they do. Like I said, in a long time since I played. I couldn't remember if they did or not. We'll put one here. And one over here. And over here to keep me alive while I work. Alright, so the first one is going to go right there. And that's going to have the soil centrifuge on it. Facing the correct direction, please. And then another large platform. Did I bring 3? I needed 3. Holy free holies. Well, I've got some resin right there and some compound right there. I'm not leaving. I'm not going to go back just for another platform. I will just make one here. I'll make a couple printers and then I'll shred them when I'm done with them. This will be the power. Oh my goodness gracious. Slightly larger, please. All right, there we go. Now let's bring you back. You will go right here. I don't want to power everything yet. The next one, which I need to make. All right, let's do that real quick. I need a little bit of compound, a little bit more. Come on, give me one compound from over here. There we go. I need that to make a small printer. I can't believe I didn't grab enough large platforms. That helps. One small printer. Oh, and I did accidentally grab that resin on the way over here, so let's just grab that. I think there were 3. Hey, good, that's the exact number I need. Let's put the small printer right here. Let's put the QTG right there. Now I need to make a medium printer, which is 2 compound. That's 1. Two compound. I'll make a medium printer, which I could have brought with me, but I didn't know I didn't know that I was going to forget a 3rd platform. Look at my diagram again. Yep, 3 large platforms. It's clear as day, right in front of my face. So let's put that down. Open that up. Make us a large platform B. Let's throw this over. Okay, let's swap these out for a second, because you will give it much more power, go a little bit faster. Because I'm done with the small printer now, I can shred that in a minute. The cutie goes back on my backpack. You look at my pictures again. I need set the medium storage out. Let's set the auto arm out. Let's set the other RTG out. Medium recourse answer and medium platform A. Da, 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 da. Making an automated scrapper. This is a very small one. And it doesn't produce a ton of scrap for what you put into it. But I've been running out of stuff a lot lately, so I want to have a source of scrap that I can teleport to, hence right by the gateway. Grab scrap and then go use it. All right, I'm done with the medium printer. I'm going to shred that soon. Although I don't think this one comes at a slight angle, kind of like that. Let's plug it in the back here. That's more aesthetic. All right, now the small, not small, they're called medium, but they sure are small platforms set in front of this. And oh, you know what? I do need a small printer for this. I won't shred that. I forgot the small printer, but that's fine. All right, power for this is all going to go over here. Where's that other RTG? There you are. You're also going to get an oxygenator over here. Hello. There we go. You get the medium storage. You go there. You are going to be over here. You are going to be right here. You, small printer goes right here. I think that's an extra medium storage. Auto arm goes here. And it's going to grab the stuff in here. Yep. This is going to be queued up to make canisters. Forever. So that's ready to go as soon as I feed it some resin. And where it's going to get resin from, let's plug this in. Oh wait, I want to make sure that it only picks up only picks up canisters. I don't have any on me, but let me make just gonna make an empty one real quick. Small, not a trumpet horn. One small canister. You're going to go right there. So you will only pick up canisters. Is it all in? Looks like it is. Let's put this on the front. All right. Give me this. Put you right here. And let's put you right here. There we go. Beautiful. These are my soils that I keep with me. So now when I connect this, ooh, I haven't set up the soil centrifuge. It's going to make resin continuously. So as soon as I turn it on, this will start making resin. This will build small canisters, place them on medium storage here. Medium auto arm will pick them up and shred them. Yes, it will reach the shredding place. And then this will take in the scrap. Let's make a little scrap while that's doing that. Alright, so there's not enough power here. It'll still run, it'll just run a little slow. But there's not enough power here to do it at full speed. Alright, I don't want to miss the first batch coming out. Alright, here comes our first scrap. And there we go. So this will hold 32 scrap, which is a good amount of scrap. I mean, it's not great. Eventually I'll move a trade platform over here. Alright, so that's grabbing them and shredding them. Ha 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 ha. And that's it. So when everything's going, it doesn't have enough power. Is it okay without the oxygenator? Yeah, the oxygenator doesn't use that much. So I need to get one more RTG over here. I don't think my cutie's going to make that big of a difference. No. So we've already got 2 scrap. One of those was my medium printer and a medium storage that I didn't need anymore. And of course, the only requirement this is to bring it soil every once in a while. It's already down 4, so it's not going to... I heard that in the mech update, the Mega Tech update that's coming, there's a soil extractor. That'll be nice. But like I said, this is just a temporary setup. I'm just kind of interested to see how much scrap a medium fluid and soil canister can create. I know it's not a lot, but it's automatic at least. And of course, anytime I come over here and feed it something to shred, that helps. It doesn't help a lot, I know. I don't think I can... There we go. Is that shred? Is that going to shred, or is that just hovering there? I can't tell. That is not shredding. Alright, we'll just leave that over here for now. Alright, so that's a simple automated scrap maker. I need to bring more power, and I do need... Hello. I don't need you anymore, but I do want you back on there. I've not done anything with the farming event that's going on right now. Like, I've not done a single thing with it. I don't know if I will either, because I don't know if I want all the free resources that you get with it. Because a lot of the resources that you're given for free, not just resources, but items and stuff that you get, some of them are pretty OP. Some of them are pretty powerful. Like people are getting titanium alloys and stuff, or tungsten carbide, or whatever it's called. Uh, nano, whatever the most nano carbide. Ah, hell, whatever. Nanocarbon alloy. People have been getting, and I don't know if I want that. Like I like having to do the work to make it. I guess I don't know. Call me weird. So it's about halfway through the soil I brought it. We've gotten 10 scrap. It's not a great ratio. I think it's like 1.5 to 1 or 1 to 1.5 or even 1 to 1. For every canister of soil you feed it, you get either 1 or 1.5 scrap. It's not the best, but it's a good starter automated thing. All right, I don't want this. Let's hilariously drive this thing back home. I think is this way. Oh no. There I am on the map. It's this way. Haha! It's good to go the right direction. I'm losing power fast because I had to leave both those RTGs back there. Will I have enough to get home? I've already used... No, I will not have enough to get home. I gotta take the RTG with me. I have the cutie on me. That might be enough to get us there. Is that... Yeah, it's reloading, recharging. Ah, here's where we came through. I can get my camera in a good position. What? That was a natural cave? That looked like I made it. Alright, let's just pop out over here. This is going to be a nightmare. Got to kind of launch out of it. Get the rocks out of your way. Yeah, let's go straight down. That's what I wanted to do. Alright, this is going to burn through my battery fast. But it'll at least get us through here. Through this forest. If I have to stop and charge, then I'll stop and charge. Back up. Hey, look. I can't see. And you can't move the camera and go up and down at the same time. So annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. You can't move the camera to look where you're driving, because if you do, you change the direction of your drill. It's just really super frustrating. The driving controls still suck after 2.5 years of not playing. Really disappointed. All right, let's take this scrap. Anything else of value in here? Aluminum and copper. Yeah. It's just... Oh, okay. Yeah, we've been collecting shite. Aluminum and the copper. I don't need that jump pack because I have a hydrazine one. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, look at this right over here. Let's just... I'm kind of glad we stopped here because there's a ravine here that I guarantee you I would have ended up in. Oh, that would have been a pain in the ass. Let's go across. That would have been disastrous. I knew I wouldn't have ended up in here. What would have happened is I would have accidentally... The drill would have dug down. I would have come out in the middle of the wall. And it would have all been just awful. I would have been cussing. It would have been a sad, sad scene. It might still end up a sad, sad scene with as bad as I am at driving these things. I don't think that's clear enough yet. Let's go over here. Make this just a little bit wider. Get that top off. Get these sides off. Get that off. I'll get caught on those if I don't remove them. Alright, and then I'll come up, come out, and there's another one over here. So... I'm going to pull forward and build another bridge because I know how bad of a driver I am. I'm even kind of going the wrong direction for my base. Come on. And out of battery. Let's grab the cutie when I get out to do this kind of stuff. That way I don't have to keep coming back to grab it. Yeah, good idea. We don't have to come back and keep recharging my backpack. I can just keep it on me. Yeah, there's another one right there, another small one. Or it looks small, it opened up to be a big one. Do not, do not go underground. I am not pointing you underground. So annoying. I did... Oh my god. They are not fun vehicles to drive. Let's grab that dynamite. What happened here? Why is there a floodlight? Oh, obviously I came over here and collected some resin at some point, and I must have needed one more, so I threw my floodlight onto the ground. Yay. Now I want to build a VTOL. 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 Why can't I? It sounds weird whenever I say it. VTOL. 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 That's what I want to build. An exoship, a tungsten carbide, and a silicone. So I need to go get methane to make the silicone. And tungsten carbide I think I can do here. I just need to get some tungsten. With scrap, which I was planning on bringing a couple scrap back with me, but I forgot. So I didn't bring any scrap. Alright, so where is the closest? There's the closest. The other part of this plan was to build for my train thing a station at the other closest gateway. So I don't need any more tethers. Let's put this stuff over here that I don't need right now. Don't need the dynamite that I found. I do have 2 scrap that I found at that debris site, at that spaceship crash. Is 2 enough for wolframite? I need 3, so I'm 1 scrap short. I'll leave those here. Unbelievable. All right. So what I want to do now is with aluminum and resin, make a few more. There's resin. Aluminum. Is that it for aluminum? Do I have any more over here? Ooh, I might have enough. Ooh, so I've got 12 of these, plus a junction, which I need. All right, let's take the resin off. Might not need to do this. I might have enough to do this here. So what I want to do is on my radar here, there's a already unlocked gateway up there to the due south. I want to build a way there. Let's take that off. That's a rail post bundle. I want to put a junction right here. Yep, that can turn to the left. All right, so I'm done with the junctions. Let's set that right there. Give me these back. So now I'm going to go to that gateway ahead there. Let's get my train ready so that I can call it when I need it. I don't think I have an engine here. I don't. I called him to another planet, our little buddy Cole. All right, so let's recall Cole. Reclaim. All right, so now he'll be ready to come as I build this network. And I want to go there and get some scrap. So I want to swap out the full resource container that will be there with an empty one. Do I have an empty one here? I don't. And those take glass and something else. Plastic and a glass. Oh, plastic's easy. That's cool. Carbon and a compound. There's a compound, and there's a carbon. Do I have a glass? Do I have glass? I have a glass. One medium resource container to take the finished scrap back with me, and then to leave an empty one there. Burn these into carbon that I could grab for recipes and stuff. Put this floodlight on him. Set the alignment mod there. Copper can go right there. Aluminum can go right there as well. And get that. Oh, you know what else I could do? Since I want all of those shredded. Each time I go, I should take some of these. Now this is another thing that shows how long I haven't played. Can you carry things through the gateways? I don't know. I'm doing all this to get the stuff that I need to make the Beetle. So it's going to be a moot point here shortly. I'm just going to fly to it when I want to go there. I'm going to shred all these. I am loading these on the wrong vehicle. I want to load this stuff up on the train. Come on, there we go. What's that? That's debris. That's going to go get shredded. Those are power extenders and tethers. These are going to go get shredded. These are going to go get shredded. All right. That looks like everything I need to do the train. I've got several of these on me. I think I need to make one more. Give me... Do I have a resin anywhere? Did I use up all my resin? Oh, I put it on my backpack. Sure. Rail posts. You know what? I'm gonna take these batteries there. Maybe I should just build a train directly to the North Pole Gateway, and I don't have to mess with using gateways. That's what I'm gonna do. That makes more sense. In fact, because I already built tunnels on my way there. So that means I want to bring the train around this the other way. Like that. Going that way. Yeah, let's do that instead. I'm just going to take the train, rather than messing with the gateway and whether or not things can go through it with you or not. I'm just going to bring the train directly to the North Pole. Why did that recall fail? Oh, because there was no track for it to follow. Why does he sound so weird? Alright, we're heading towards the North Pole. I'm going to go with scenic route because I like the trains a lot. Did I don't think I did not pick up that bundle of posts that I made. I just left them laying there. I just left them laying there. Yep, there they are. And since I've decided to go the whole way, I'm just going to go ahead and make another set. That's not the gateway. That's not the north. It has to be a different one. Where did I cut in to the mountain? Is it here? Or is this is just me mining? Should have used a beacon, because why is it... I went due north before to get to the North Pole Gateway. I think that might be it over there. Why would that... I'm just going to go there. If it's not the right one, then I have another train stop. What matters? It's just time. It's just my time. I just can't find where I went through the mountains. This is it, because this is where I found that piece of dynamite. Alright, I'm going to cut through here. I'm just going to head north. I'm going to trust my gut and head north here. There's where I went. There's where I cut through the mountains with the rover. Come on, work with me here. Work with me here. Look how messy my driving was. Hate the way those things steer. I think this plan is better anyway. That way I'm not running to and from gateways and stuff, and I can transport more to the North Pole base. In fact, eventually I kind of would like to... Oh, all I've got left are tall ones? Alright, we'll go back and make some more. Oh, I think the tall ones will look weird going across the landscape like that. Alright, see any resin laying around? I'm going to need some resin to make the posts. I don't see any. There's some. I might be short on aluminum for this plan, but I have scrap, so can make 2 more bundles. That's not a lot. I have any more aluminum? I don't think so. Trying to think. I know there is some here on this planet. I know it's on every planet, but I'm not sure. Let's just set you there for right now, so that I can put you in here, 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 here. Let's go see if I can find some laterite. You know what? I'll take the train down. I keep forgetting about all these conveniences that I'm building myself, and I'm forgetting to use them. Looking for laterite, laterite, laterite. I know there's some down here. I've seen it multiple times. Resin, spherolite. Compound. I was only able to look out one side that way. There's some. Let's melt it up. Have a container. Make sure it doesn't have anything explosive on it. I don't want to mix the astronium with anything. Let's keep that separate. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's 2 resin. I didn't see those over there earlier. Four should be enough. Here we go. All right, that should be good. Why does that stop there every time? It stops at that turn. It has stopped at that turn every time I've taken it. Oh, I made it through that time. Oh, I think I'm hitting those buttons under there. Yeah. Okay, so that's a thing. Because it's a proximity button. Let's get those out of the way. Learn something new every playthrough. There we go. That's what it was. Because the proximity was sensing the train in its proximity, and it was pressing the button, which was triggering the stop train. Every single time. And there were two of them there, so it was just getting all messed up. It was just getting all confused. Back up, back up, back up. Why aren't you backing up? Just stop. There we go. Sorry, I was just... The controls were not responding. Alright, nope, not the tall ones. That was the whole point of this. Take the tall ones off, put the regular ones back on. Take the tall ones back in. There we go. We're just going to keep heading due north. Exciting content. Laying railroad tracks. I still think rails might have been the single best thing they've added to this game. Really good. Should I detour around? Yeah, let's just go over the mountains. It's fun when your train goes up into the mountains. It's fun, I say. This is when I wouldn't mind using a tall one. Because that like begins to lift it up into the mountains. And then you get lifted up a little bit further. And you switch back to the regular ones. And boom, you're in the mountains. I don't really want a roller coaster. Oh, that's not what I want. I don't want it going into the mountain. I just want it laying flat right there. That's better. Oops. This one is being... This one's being a little brat. There we go. Can I get it all the way over there? I don't think I can. Let's kind of go over here and then across. Yeah, and then straight across on a regular one. There we go. Is this where I... Yeah, there's the tunnel that I dug. And we'll turn and go into it. There we go. The senseless tunnel, because I wasn't able to steer very well. The pointless tunnel that has no reason. Maybe I did it on purpose, so it would be a fun train ride over. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. I think this is that one that I went in on the way back that I thought was the one that I dug, but it ended up being a natural cave that led to nowhere, led to a dead end, and I just said, screw it, let's go through. It might add 2 seconds to the trip, but that's okay. It'll be scenic. There's our final destination. Hello, what are you doing? This way. Okay, now the gears in my head are turning. I could probably automate this, the delivery of soil, and no, I'm not going to think about it right now. I was thinking I could use the railway depot stop things to actually have like delivery of soil being sent here anytime I drop soil off at the other base, it automatically gets brought here and then turned into scrap. but no, I'm not going to do that. Not yet, at least. Please tell me I have enough posts. I have 6 left. I think that's enough. Ah, I was hoping it would get there, but it doesn't. And we'll bring it up here and over, and let's straighten this up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we should have, yeah, we've got 23 out of 32. We are out of soil. Why is that landing there like that? Why didn't those get turned into something? That's interesting. Huh. That's very interesting. They're just kind of like stuck in there. Oh, hello. Whoa, I'm really confused what just happened there. Is everything broken? Oh, the small canister blocked that. Alright, I need to leave something that it won't use to block. Yeah, because these need to be made into... Yeah, there we go. That's what happened. The empty canister, when it ran out of soil, it created an empty... there was an empty canister left over. And so it blocked the small printer. But we don't want the last small printer to be put over here. Or not small printer, small canister. So I need to leave something here that doesn't... No, that still doesn't make sense, because they could still get unloaded into the actual printer. That even says that it still has soil in it. It's not acting like it. Alright, there we go. Alright, it's functioning. That was a weird bug or something. We'll have to see if that happens again. But now let's take this scrap. We got 27 scrap. That's not a bad amount of scrap. I'm going to leave one of these medium batteries here to kind of help keep this powered over here. And now let's head back. And when I head back, that will put the stream at a little over an hour and 30, and I'm going to call it because I got some other stuff I need to do today. And it is 7 o'clock in the morning. I still have a little bit of my morning left before I need to leave, and I got some stuff I need to do around the apartment. So if you've joined me for a minute or for the whole entire thing, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. If you like anything you saw, or if you like the sound of my voice, or whatever, if you're just feeling kind of kind, hit like and subscribe. I'm doing mostly Astroneer content right now. I used to play a lot of other games. I'll get back into other stuff again. I'm just kind of relearning Astroneer, kind of gearing up, getting ready for the new DLC coming out in November. But yeah, I won't be playing just Astroneer. I'll be playing some other stuff too. So once again, thanks for joining me for as little or as long as you were here. Bye.